right. I just came in from letting my puppy back into the garage. He decided he wanted out for a little tiny bit, which is totally fair. And then he was like, no, I was wrong. It's like minus 33. I think it feels like minus 43. Maybe they say vehicles don't know wind chill, but animals sure do. Just read a, sorry, I'm making you bounce. Just read a kind of a, hi Vicky, hun. I just read a little thing of say thanks to your farmers. We're not like your food earners kind of thing. Like we don't put your food on your table, but we do have to feed our livestock, and so it was a little bit of an ordeal getting our tractor started today. And God bless Carrie, he made it happen though, and they're out feeding in the dark because it took that long for things just to warm up. So they're feeding our, we have bison, and I'm actually, I think I already said that I was going to, and I need to. I'll put it on after the live tonight. So it's Friday night, let's have a cocktail. I got some milky looking tea, but it's warm, so that's a plus. And yeah, so they're out feeding the bison. I'm going to post a picture a couple mornings ago as I was leaving to go in actually to stamp cards with kids. The bison were running right alongside me, and I got my camera out and on our driveway, and I got my camera out and I had my window open, so it must have only still been minus 29 at the time, and I filmed them. And they definitely, generally don't mind the cold. They have big coats, so they're warm. Anyways, okie dokie. So yesterday, made a little card that makes me really happy. What? All of those mails just going in. Hello, Keisha. And so I honestly, I still haven't finished whatever I'm supposed to put here, but look how happy that makes me. I just actually have been doing this a few times, but I love that it lands right in the mailbox. I had intended that, but I got kind of lucky that it actually worked so well. So little spinner cards from a way back when. Definitely a great set to do this with. This could be like a little bonus card idea. You still have half a chance. I'm prepping the kits for the class. We're going to have a fun night on January 26th. And I don't know what I'm doing tonight, so really I'm just procrastinating. I'm going to pop you down. We'll see. I got a little bit of clearing going on my desk. Where are you here? Here we go. And what am I trying to say here? Yeah, so it might be a little bit of a, oh, darn. Might be a little bit of a stretch. Sorry about that. My lighting and me fight constantly. Might be a bit of a stretch to... Hi, Christine. I'm going to have to ship the kit, this straight to you, but I'd be able to mail the card class kit to you at least. That's going to go in the mail for everybody else anyways on Monday, and it should get out to everybody in the 10 business days from then. So you still have over the weekend for sure, and we'll get things ordered up. Stampin' Up! Probably will pull up their end, and we're doing, it's $50 for the stamp set and the game night and a card class kind of thing. Let me know if you're interested. You can add on the kit for like $95, and then there's just a little bit of postage. And when I'm shipping it out, as I build you your order, it's whatever your provincial taxes and all that kind of good stuff. All right, so that was yesterday's. Now we are moving on to more days and more things. I thought I would just, I had a couple different ideas, and Pinterest is definitely not helping me today. Oh, that's cute though. So I just noticed that I had a little stack of cards here. I thought, well, maybe, you can't hear me because I'm talking not into the camera. Maybe I could do, no, I can't. Oh my gosh. I thought maybe I could do a recase of a card that I'd already made with a different set. And I am not having much luck with finding the cards that's actually completed. I can't believe these guys are all not complete. What the heck? Okay, here's some. Sorry about that, you guys. All right. So here is one card. Hi, Rhonda. How you doing, hon? Oh, you know what? I had never noticed how she stamped. Look how she stamped here. So this is, oh, look, something yummy on the back. I didn't even know. This is Cindy. Ooh, oh, this is my friend Cindy. So Cindy is not from Las Vegas. Cindy is from, Wheat Ridge, Colorado. She is from Colorado. But so the neat background paper, neat, and neat. But yeah, that's a nice little add to that. Oh, you know what? I think this might be a spinner. Let's see. No, this is going to be this is just a slider card, I guess you'd call this one, that you can just move her along. But you know, I think I would be able to change this. Oh, this is Chrissy Graham. This is an Australian gal. I might pop this out, throw her. So this one has, I didn't realize this was going to be, but this has 2 nickels kind of thing, and hers has 1. And so it slides along quite nicely, but it's never going to twirl. Like it is not designed to twirl. It definitely slides lovely. Well, Chrissy, I might have to talk to you and tell you to add another. But I think all it would take, look, I'm going to do it right now for us. Hold on. I'm just looking. She must have done this. United States. She must have done this when she got there. I am 92% sure that Chrissy is Australian, but she has an American nickel on there. I'm going to grab another nickel. I have a quarter and a dime and a nickel. Luck to you and me. That'll work too. I've got that's actually a good idea. Rather than using money, period. These are nice and thin. I bet you these will work. What's that called? What is this called? A washer kind of thing. Let's see if we can make her into a spinner. Okay, so I am going to grab a dimensional. I would like a big fat one, which I don't have a lot of. My favorite dimensionals, we had this debate once before, if you like minis or big dimensionals. This is one time that you would want to have a big dimensional. I have very few big dimensions. I love the little dimensionals. I do have black dimensional, but I don't necessarily want the black ones. And I should have quite a few dozen big ones. Often the paper pumpkin has big ones. And what are these guys? One more chance here. Hello, Allie. All right, so no, we're not going to have a big one. I have all little ones. Oh, wait. Hark. Okay, have a drink. I'd lost them, but I found them. Look. Excuse me. And they're totally Stampin' Up! Ones. They have just a slightly different, they're totally paper pumpkin ones, I mean to say. So my husband, when he first went out to start the tractor today, he came back and I was like, oh, it didn't start. And I have no idea why, except that you know what else is wrong? She's got this. So remember I told you to stabilize mine, but you also had to make sure they had enough room. This is going to be part of her problem. She's got not enough room, but we're going to hope that that just slides still. Let's give it a go. We'll see. We'll stick this guy on here. This is just hopeful. And then we're going to stick, just to keep her glued on, we're going to stick this on here. I don't necessarily want her popped up, but now let's see. Oh, not even a budge. All right. So this is, she's just got, so this is definitely meant to slide. She slides a little bit better than she was though. Nice. All right. We're not making her anyways, but what else do I have? I am doing a little show and tell while y'all are coming on. And then from one of these, I'm going to figure out something to do. This is cute. Who has this set? Do most people have this set already? Hi, Marlene. People are coming on slowly and probably being like, this reminds me of like a chalkboard, making me think of, I think I might do a chalkboard technique. Okay, that might be enough said. Oh, this is cute. Okay, that might be for next week. All right, I'm going to go with a chalkboard idea. Don't even ask me sometimes where I come up with where I go, but Here we go. Singing in the kitchen, banging on the pots and pans. I need a black piece of paper, and I wonder if I can use, I'm going to try and use white craft ink. I might bring over some new white craft, the ink. I'm just looking for some black paper. I'll be right back over there, guys. I'm going to cut a piece. That one looks like it was 5 by 3 3/4, so I can do some extra stuff. I am not working with this stamp set, but for whatever reason, this has inspired me. I do like this. I might add that little tiny bit. Where do you guys get your inspiration from? Do you see something and copy it piece by piece? Do you wish you had that stamp set? Do you see a different idea in your head after you see what you're seeing? I'm just adding a little bit of white craft ink. I don't know the last time I used craft ink. Do you guys know the last time you used craft ink? Do you even own a craft ink? Craft ink, I don't know what we used to do with this, honest to gosh. So I'm Lori LaRose. I never did introduce myself, pardon me. And I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 21 years. I think being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is the best deal of all if you like saving money or being part of a cool community. This is a pretty cool community here on the Act of Stamping with Lori LaRose, and we have the Creativity for Everyone group. Definitely go pop over onto there and take a peek. But during celebration, which is right now, when you're purchasing stuff, you have the opportunity to buy things in increments of 60, and you get all sorts of choices of neat things to work with. Like you can get tigers and birds, oh my, some really pretty paper, some really fun paper. There's some tool time paper, that tool time paper, all occasion stamp set, more pretty paper. And I'm having a little game right now actually as well that you can, I usually search for Pinterest for a special stamp that you already have. That's a good idea, Keisha. Rats. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, darn. Oh, well, it's okay. I appreciate your sharing, Keisha. The interruption and my squirrel brain was like, oh, I can't remember what I was about to say. Anyways, there's all sorts of choices that you can make for what you'd like, but definitely the best choice of all always is getting started for yourself in a saving program. And currently you can add on a beautiful glass mat, and it's quite exciting. It's like a $82 value, I think, so it's kind of cool. I'm going to not work with these guys, but Keisha, this is an idea for you. I know you have this set. It's quite lovely. I think, so I can go two ways here. And maybe depending on how we go, although I don't, like last Friday, I went on and on and on. But this week, so I can go either classic, or as I'm talking, I'm seeing the cow, and B, I'm seeing my fluffiest friends, which I like both of them. The cow being this little cutest cows. And definitely he would look kind of cute on here. Ooh, I might have to stamp really fast a couple of them. But I actually, when I saw this, believe it or not, saw sophisticated. So I'm curious what one of our new classy ones like Everyday Details is going to look like on here. And my question would be, do I want to go with something like that? Or what is that other set? Now that I've put it away, I am hooped because I don't know my titles. So I put it away alphabetically, and I am I could also do this one. So many choices. So anyways, yeah, so I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 21 years, and we used to use white craft a lot. Vicki, do you remember why we used white craft a lot? I can't. That's solid, that's outline. I could also do something like this. Okay, hold on a second. Cheerful guys. Oh, rats. What are the couple new sets that I just bought, you guys? What are the names? Oh, this is what happens when I put things away and I don't even know what they are called. Rats. You guys are like, you are crazy pants. No, it's nature. That's what I was kind of thinking of. Okay, let's go. What is that other one called, you guys? The one with, who said me too? I mean, I see Ellie saying me too. Me too to what? Are you ladies staying warm? No. Oh, that's what you do, Ellie. Okay. We're having trouble here. I think what I was going to tell you is when my husband came in the door, somehow or another, I guess I'm preoccupied with the furnace because I was like, oh, did the furnace not start? I texted him actually. And he's like, huh? And I'm like, I don't know why I said furnace. I meant, did the tractor not start? Oh, inspirational sketches is what I was thinking of. Okay. So I'm not going to do this one because I was working with it all last week and just doing it. So on black with white, it'd be similar but different, right? So I'm going to leave that one. I can do this one, but I actually think I'm going to come in with the daisies after all. Crazy where my brain goes. My brain is not all your guys' brains, are they? So I'm going to use the outline stamp of this, not the solid. And I am kind of going with a chalkboard look still, though. And we'll see what else we need in a few seconds. And all right, let's see how this goes. Let's see what it's all about. I'll bring in this. Take out that. So celebration, yeah, increments of 20s, 60s rather, and talk with me about the idea of getting started for yourself, because that's always a fun idea as well. Okay, lighting looks okay. The teacup. Oh yeah, I could do the teacup. I like the teacup too. I am sitting by, that's good. I just left my wood fireplace. Carrie brought home, not brought home, but he filled up our box for wood the other day, and it was like, whew, good idea. I said, do you have a whole bunch split? And he's like, can you help me with split some? I was like, yeah, but burr, don't we have some done? My fingers were so cold after like 15 minutes. Okay. Pretty. Now, this must have a center. I have not used this set a whole lot. Have you guys been using this set if you got it? Not quite as much as I should be, that's for sure. Beth, do you remember why we used white craft quite a lot? I just feel like we used to use it a lot. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Oh, I don't think I got enough craft on here. Darn. Oh, I did. Yay. Yay. Super exciting. Okay, I'm going to create a little bit of a mask here. So a mask, I need some scissors. You can see I'm wearing jammies. I wanted something warm and cozy, and I got new jammies. And so I'm like, woo, woo, wearing my jammies. Oh, that didn't work at all. All right, so I'll bring in my black, which I'll then have to clean. I'm going to create a mask. I got to cut this like a fiend, but I'm going to just cut this side out for right now so that you guys aren't tired. So masking means creating so that I can stamp over top, and it'll the other image will appear to be behind it. This is kind of fun talking about farmers. Anyways, the one meme that I just saw was thank a farmer when you see him next, because he's still out. No farmer ever did not show up to work today. They still have to go out and do their chores. They're still feeding livestock and hoping that their tractors and their vehicles start so that they can do what they need to do. And in cow situation, most cow farmers are feeding the cows every single day. We're quite lucky that the buffalo don't get fed quite as often as many other animals. But okay, so that lays down like that. So I cover that up, and then I can do another one of these. So let's see. I just had, okay, one plus for you, not a plus, one hint, tip. The White Craft as well as Versamark, you should clean your stamps quite quickly after using them, okay? Just a little hint. So what I want to do here is stamp. Oh, and so then the reason I was talking farmers right now again is my classic is always, if you stamp a farmer, mask him, and then stamp the barn. I think we must have used to have a stamp set, or the truck is a good idea with that as well. And when you move this, see-to-do. So if I want to put one down here, I will need to do just a little bit more cutting. One hint, so when I used to do all live in-person classes, I didn't get to do this as much, but I used to talk about it all the time, is if you make a mask, you can just keep it in your stamp set and you have it for, you can use it multiple times. And it's just out of, it needs to be out of, one idea for a little bit is like some 3M, like to have it sticky. And then if you cut it just inside, so you want it to be thin paper, like copy paper essentially, and you can cut it inside your line or just right on the line. So I think another big one, hey, not a little one. I think we'll go big here. Go big or go home, they say. So this is sort of chalkboard and sort of not. I don't really want to stamp on there. So, sorry, I'm just trying to get, ooh, sticky. Okay, and is that pretty much on there? Yes. Okay, neat. Okay, so now I need to put this on here. Oh, that's nice. Okay, and this guy on this other two. And I have to mask this guy again. Why? Because this guy's coming in here. Nice. And then we'll stamp this guy here. Now, the rules of 5, I've only got 4. And he's like out in the air there. Oh, what to do, what to do. So I'm looking at the leaves, and the leaf is quite solid. So I don't feel like I want to put a leaf on here because he's a little too solid. Does that make sense? Why isn't there an exterior leaf? That's unusual, hey? So all of these are outlines and then they fill in. Normally we should have an outline of the leaf. That's kind of extraordinary that we don't. I never noticed that about this set before. That's unusual. Okay. I am going to put a 5th one just down here, I guess. Of course, because that means I have to continue cutting. So I will have a complete mask by the end of this. I'm not paying any attention to you guys to make stars. Oh, I hate when this doesn't want to roll for me to see what y'all are saying. But I also bought a white re-inker to use. Oh, to flick. But then you just need the re-inker, not the whole stamp, right? Yeah. Did Vicky say why we maybe had it back in the day? Like, I used it, I honestly remember using it a ton. And it wouldn't have been, because we had Versamark right from the very beginning. So it wouldn't have been Oh, they're back fast, so I hope that's good news. I'm sure it is. Okay, so I'm putting this guy here, and I'm just going to stamp one more. And I think I will use the small stamp down here. Oh, I like that. Okay, now I'll put this back on. So this is very sticky. The white craft is sticky. And I just want this guy in here. And ta-da! Oh, nice. Oh, that's really pretty. And so then I can just put some words on here. So this is a chalk board, but it's not very school-ish, is it? And I can go forward with a couple more. What words are on here? We've got wishing you the brightest day. Your friendship means everything. You made my day. Whoops-a-daisy. Wishing you the brightest birthday, but it's black, so that's kind of a little love from me to you. I just love this, just a little note to say hello. So I am going to pull that guy in here, and I really should put him on with some words, but okay. And then I'll do it obviously in white as well. And then it's just going to be a single layer card, which is kind of pretty. I mean, very pretty actually, very classic. We'll see this. The lines have been working pretty good, so let's go for it. See how it goes. I need that just to be straight, and I want to, ooh, bang my head on my light. Please be straight. Oh, thanks, Betty. I love it. It was a little tiny bit cookie-eyed, but that's okay. And then, so she's backed it in my brain. She backed it with green, which that doesn't work for me in this case. I am wondering, do you guys have some ideas? Do we want to just put it onto white? Do we want to put it on? The other day, Blackberry Bliss. The other day she talked about Blackberry Bliss. Connie had talked about Blackberry Bliss. Here. And I'm just wondering if black on purple would be jazzy. Because they're daisies, do we want to try and pull in? It's hard to see sometimes when it's, that's kind of pretty, hey? So now I have to be careful not to touch this much because it's pigment, it takes a little while to dry. We could put embossing powder over top of this. I can put clear embossing powder over it, but the idea is to have it chalky. So I want to leave it like that. I will put it over the yellow just as, to me, daisies are always, like, I associate them with yellow, even though really they're white. But I don't know. I really like those words too. This, for that alone, this Notes of Nature, between that one and also Today is All About You is a really, really nice font and stuff. And then this is super cute. And I think it'd be great on the back of a ton of cards, right? Thanks for making me smile, if that was appropriate at all. I kind of like that. I wouldn't put it straight on there. I would mat it on the yellow and then maybe on another piece of black. I wonder if we just go straight out black on black. Black on black. I want my baby back. What song is that? Name that tune. Black on black. I want my baby back. I don't know. Do you guys know? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Ooh, ooh. All right. So this would just be popped up. So I could put it on. I don't have a little piece of white, but we'll pretend this is white. I could put it on a little piece of white on black. You don't know that song? Perhaps it's the tune that I'm singing it in. All right. Somebody had mentioned to see the nest on the black. And I am kind of curious about the cows. So I am going to stamp 2 more little tiny platforms and worry about the, hang on 1 second here, and worry a little bit about the, spit it out, Lori. finish of the card. You know, the finish isn't my strong suit. I'm an idea girl. This is so pretty though. Isn't it delightful? Oh, I was going to say delightful daisies. It's cheerful daisies. Why isn't this delightful daisies? Don't they just about alliterate everything? Ha. All right. So very cool. I'm not thinking that the white is enough. Hey, it's still okay. It's okay. So I like the idea of having, I kind of like the idea, I'm going with this little idea. I kind of like that. Even if that one on the purple, definitely have to put white inside the card then. I just don't feel like the purple is reason. The purple might work for one of these other ones. And I kind of feel like the yellow, I don't know. I am having a tough time. Do you guys have a, I kind of like the idea of the yellow, but for no good reason. You have to imagine this not being there. And then we could also put the yellow on a white card. No, I think it definitely has to be back onto a black card though, hey? All right, I'll set that aside just for a second. And somebody asked to have the nest. So let's pull a nest in here. I have not stamped with the nest yet. I'd like to see what it looks like. Maybe that's why somebody said that. The nest is an awful lot like the bird, and I lost that whole little stack. Oh, that. See, look how pretty that is. So this is just sort of the opposite of this guy's. Okay, this guy can come off of here. I must remember to wash these right away. Okay, so I need to watch how I'm doing this because it should probably be straight on here. I feel like that's going to be it. And I'm just going to stamp it in the corner, I think, and then have the words. And this is the one, oh no, it's still not. These have some nice words too. Okay, so I'm just looking and it's just not inked enough, so I'm just tapping to get lots of ink on it. I'm not pressing hard though, I just want all the edges to be touched. Nice. And quite full. When you are stamping with craft ink, you don't want to squish tremendously because it is different. You don't want to have it all squish out because it's a little bit thick. So you just kind of want to press down on it. I don't know where that came from. I just remember that. Okay, and this is totally square. So I'm just going to square this up and hope that I got this right. So I want pressure, but not strong. So I just want everything to touch. So I'm not squishing it, but I'm so tempted to squish it. But I really remember that that was something we had. All of our colors. We had actually an option of having all of our colors in craft ink. So I have all the pale ones and a couple darks, but I think we got the pale because all the pales looked good on dark, because it's so not opaque. It's so, doesn't opaque mean that you can see through it, or translucent is see through it and opaque is you can't? Opacity 100, I don't know. That's pretty. So it's not quite full enough though, even with a word, hey? I feel like it's gonna be empty no matter what. So I think in this case, I have to let it dry, but I feel like what I am going to end up doing is cutting this out and using this as a panel on something. So I'm going to set it aside because it's just not full enough. And I don't know for myself, I could fill in with like the little the hashes and stuff, but I'm not loving that basically, but I like it. But I'm going to work with it a different way. Does that make sense? So see, he filled out quite nicely. He's tiny. I might even somehow have, and this bird and the nest actually are going to work really well together. Look how pretty that is. It's really, really pretty. Can you see it? Can you see how, hi Colleen, how are you? I have almost amethyst. Yeah. And you probably have barely banana and yellow Yellow. Oh, you think yellow with the white mat, hey, Ellie? Now, am I right that probably just words on here aren't going to be enough? This is a little empty. I feel like if I cut it off and then I could put it onto a panel, and I might put it onto a panel of like brown or whatever. So imagine half, and then I can have ribbon in here. And I just think I think this has huge potential, but I don't think it's, somehow or another for me, it's not got quite enough simplicity. If you can imagine seeing just the little note just right here, I just feel like that's not quite, it's just not the right size for me. So we're going to leave that for a second. And I'm going to bring in the cows and we'll see how those cows go. I'm going to turn it this way actually and build up a little farm. This is going to look like a kid's, hang on, I got to go grab my, I was cleaning these guys off. Just a minute. This is going to be kind of like a kid's chalkboard. I think it might be kind of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. Okay, and again, right after I finish this, I am going to go and wash these. The white craft seems to stick a lot sturdier, and it's just way better to get it done, to be on top of it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. All right. So Allie, did you guys see? Allie thought that if I did the little bit of a yellow base, so I'd line it in the yellow. I could do a darker yellow too and then have it on a white card. She's not wrong. I am still wondering if we want maybe to have it on a white base on yellow. Like this, because it's got the white, could we actually mat it on white? Trust me, I know this white is totally go out here. I'm using that guy. Let's put it at least on here. That's not enough, but if we did white, could we do it on yellow? That might be prettier. Not prettier than the other way, but, and it's still wet, so I'm still having to be careful. Can you see it's kind of glittery? It's not that it's glitter, it's actually a little wet. Like if I touched it, it would still run. We did use lots of craft in the old days because we were kind of bigger stamping, what's that called? Bigger scrapbookers in the old days. Oh, this is from Liz. Oh, I love Liz. We were bigger scrapbookers in the old days, and this is archival. Basically, it doesn't fade. So if you stamped with it 20 years from now, it would still be there, whereas the water base can actually, not that it evaporates, but it can fade, whereas this is more fade resistant. Isn't that pretty? Woohoo! Okay, watch this. This is going to be nice, I think. And I can put some grass in here too, but let's stamp this guy. Oh, I was pressing hard. Remember, don't press too hard because then all of that thick gooey goes. And we'll have the cow. Oh, he's facing this. No, he's not. He's facing this direction. Good. Moo. And I might pop him up on a piece, actually. I might pop him out. Let's go with that. Let's go with, do I have the milk can? Where is my cows? Here he is. My milk can and my rooster. I'm going to go with the idea that I just had. Told you that I just did this with the kids at school. So this is like somebody was coloring on the chalkboard. Oh, I can't see today underneath. It's not like me. Usually I can pretend. So I'm pretending that's there, and then I'll put this here, move this. So I'm stamping the rooster first. I told the kids because I like the rooster tail. And if you, oh, I smooched him a little tiny bit. See I squashed him? Do you see how he's like squashed? Do you see how the ink left sort of where it's supposed to and it kind of went out? Learn from my mistakes. Don't press too hard at all. We want to, our tendency totally, even as I'm telling you, and I'm still squishing it. Also, the smaller the stamp, the less pressure it needs, obviously. But he really doesn't need to be, I have to get my head in there just a second. I'm going to just pull this back here for a sec. You really don't want to push too hard because you squish them out. Oh, I did him a little crooky-eyed. That's okay, though. It's on uneven ground. That's cute, hey? so cute. Sorry. I'm like, oh, he's so cute. So I can just stamp him. I can just stamp him. He fits. I had him popped out with the school kids because I made this panel, I think, a little tiny bit smaller. But this will be good just to be a single card. So I'll stamp this guy here. Cool. And we'll put the head on him. And this guy, I think we can maybe put like little red paper behind him or whatever. Oh my gosh. Looks so big right now, but I think it's going to be cute. I'm going to have him looking up like this. Hopefully, I will say that having him punched out is easier. Super cute. That's funny. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of grass. And then I'll put this on a little piece of handkerchief paper. I don't know if I can put the bird right on that nest page. I think he's too big. Okay, like I think he's too big. And if anything, it doesn't make sense to have him like that. So if I was going to do it, he'd have to be over there. But I feel like I can maybe put the bird behind and have the nest in front. I just really think I need to have a panel. So it's very pretty. It just needs to be a panel instead. You're going to see me continue with that. But okay, I'm going to stamp a few grasses. There is a right way and a wrong way with this darn grass. We'll stamp some grass here. I like this grass. It's very forgiving. Oh, really forgiving, thank goodness. Then, because I went down, I guess I got to do 2 layers of it. That's okay. Better come over here and do 2 layers. A little extra stamping, more than I intended. I was going to have a little black bottom, but I was going too fast. That's okay. So now this doesn't have a cloud, this set, but we have clouds in other ones, and I feel like it needs a couple clouds and a sun. What set has that? Clouds and a sun. Do we have a current set that has clouds and a sun, you guys? Clouds, clouds, clouds. Clouds and a sun. Clouds and a sun. We have a cloud punch, so I could totally put a cloud punch on here. Clouds. I'm sure we have clouds on one of these stamp sets, don't we? For goodness sakes. Oh, for goodness sakes. What's in here? I have a bird. Could have a seagull from the new beach day. Oh, I cannot believe we don't have a cloud right now. I know we have clouds, don't we? Oh, here we go. Do we still have Trucking Along? Trucking Along has a cloud. An outline of a cloud. And ironically, it's like a... okay. Put a cloud on here. Okay, and then if I can find a little sun, I actually will put a little sun. I'll mask it and put a little sun, and then we just need some little words. And on here, what's moo with you? The little things you do make such a big difference. Milk it for all it's worth. It's your special day. What's moo with you? I think I'm going to do what's moo with you. I like it. So, I think I'm going to do it's your special day, actually. Get the glue. And then I'm going to put this on a handkerchief, red. Again, from the clearance rack, there's Sweet sorbet. I hope that's straight. Even when I can see it, I'm curious if it's straight, hey? Perfect. Oh, I love it. So let me just go and grab, I think this will be cute. So $6.60, Allie told me. And it's a package of the 22-24 in color. And that's super fun and bright and fabulous. And we'll pull in this guy here. So I could do flowers, but I'm pretty sure that's the best one right there. And so I just need to go cut that. So this was 5 by 3 3 3/4. So I need this to be 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm going to cut it at 4 first. 4 by 5 1/4. It's not going to give us a lot of border. I might trim it. It'll work, but I might trim it just a smidge so I can have more. Hang on 1 second here. I want more. So I'm just being really careful. Sorta. Not to smudge my white ink because it's cranky. It's very wet still. Okay, I made it just a little bit smaller because I love this red so much. And then that whole thing definitely can go. How cute is that? Do you guys love that? Betty, can you add the bird with a nest? Yeah, not right there. The yellow makes it stand out. Good to hear, Vicky. Thanks. Yellow with a white mat. Bingo. Bingo bean. Yellow with a white mat. Is that what you guys are saying bingo to? Stamp several birds as a background. Yeah, I was thinking that, Colleen, actually. That's sort of in my brain. On maybe a dark brown, hey? Stamping branch below the nest for the bird to stand on to the right of it. The bird to stand on it on the right of it. Yeah, but yeah, except I'd have to redo it. That's all, right? If I did it this way, maybe I could have these two. You guys are curious, aren't you? I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? Do you want him? I know Colleen, I think, is saying, go like stamp him a whole bunch, cut him out. And I think, because this doesn't work, I don't like I could cut him out. And then he could be sort of standing nearby. But I feel like I need him to be right here beside him. This is still really wet, FYI, you guys, just so you know. All right. Now, that's cute. Super cute. Sorry, I'm just reading your things. I'm way behind on the reading. Okay, and then this one I'm pretty sure I would pop just for ease. I could put it onto a black, but I don't think it's necessary at all. I think totally putting this onto a... Where did the white card go? Oh, here it is. Onto a white card is a great idea. Oh, no. It's okay idea. Yeah, I'm warming up to it. That's kind of fun. It just looks, it's just really chalkboardy. It's just fun, right? So personally, my more favorite is this guy for sure. I like this. And yeah, that yellow is growing on me. And, all right, you guys want me to see if I stamp the bird, and then have the nest right beside it. What are you guys thinking? Is that what you're sort of thinking? Okay, I think that might be what you're all thinking. I don't know. I need to get another piece of black. I'm having fun. Are you guys having some fun? So now you all have to pull out your white crap from the old days. I would suggest pulling out your re-inker as well. And going from there. So I need this to be... So I'm just trying to figure that out. Okay. So I think, These are cute when I come back to them. They're like, whoa. Beth, it says I can ban you. I don't know. It's like, do you want to like her stuff or ban her? I'm like, why are you asking me that? Of course I don't want to ban her. All right, I'm not losing very much stuff today. So if you want to all have a drink anyways, just go for it. I'm going to stamp him, and I'm going to mask him and stick that little sucker, the bird nest, beside him. I think that's what, I don't know if that's what you guys are saying, but that's what I'm thinking. Seeing, that's what I'm seeing. And then line up my darn bird. Not a good idea. I think most of the time that wouldn't affect it, but it might. Having that little, did you see that little tiny pieces there? Why am I having trouble getting this? I just had him on here. Why am I having trouble putting him back on? He's just barely on there, but I have more room up here. I'm just checking my edges. If you, I need a bigger block. I'm going to need a bigger block. Where does that come from? Sort of. It's not quite a block though, right? What is that from? Okay, and he's going to fit. So I'm going to have him here and his nest right beside him. Is that what we want to do? Okay, let's give her a go. You guys just want to see what this bird looks like in white. I know. I'm on to your game. It's going to be interesting because it's a distinctive and it already wants to be a little crazy. Good thing it's, although I've got it inky, I don't have a juicy inky. I just had some. So I'm just tapping so lightly on here. I just want every piece of red rubber to be covered, but I don't want it to be down into the grooves. And then again, I'm not going to press very hard because every one of those little lines is going to go, and I just want it to be transferred, not squashed. So that guy is on the block square, I think, the way I want him to be. And I'm going to just stamp him. Ready? Marlene, you said that last time. He's cold, for goodness sakes. So I took Roby out for a bathroom break last night, at 10 o'clock. Wrapped myself up, put a big scarf all the way around my head, and took him up the hill for a little walk. And all of a sudden, he went down the hill, good boy. And then all of a sudden, I hear plop, 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 plop. It wasn't pooping, although he did. But it was, he'd scared up a partridge. And I thought, Roby, get up here. Leave that poor thing alone. He was probably all fluffed up. And anyways, he would have had an adrenaline rush at least. Okay, so I need to, if I'm going to do this right, I think I'm going to need a little mask. Ooh, that's pretty. Nice. Oh, yeah, I don't need the tail. So I just basically need to cut out this part right here. And we're going to want to have the, am I right? Is that what we want to do? Is that what you guys are thinking? Have the bird, bird is the word. You want me to have the nest sort of behind, like with him, right? Oh, I definitely think I need to. So I'm going to lay this on top here. Get the nest going in behind. Vicky, thanks for defending him. He is cute. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp this nest. I think this is going to work. Just barely behind him. I guess a little bit low. Or high. Rats. Hang on a second. I've got to see what I'm doing here. I need him to be... Sorry, trying to figure out, I want this to be right here. Oh, okay, gonna go for it. You guys ready? So again, just pressing. These are cute. Stinking Lincoln. I'm looking at them through the camera, and it's another visual. That's all. Okay. Okay, so it's not bad, but it's because they're different. Different. So this one is what we call distinctive, and it means like a picture was taken essentially of the thing, and it's just a different, right? So it's not as crisp as his nest. So he's kind of muted. So it works and kind of doesn't quite, right? Now the one thing I think that will make it better is I'm going to put in his little black eye. A little bit bigger, and I think that'll help a little tiny bit, yeah. And that helped a little tiny bit. So it's not bad. It totally works. I don't love it personally. I don't love it, but you guys might. But now you know. But yeah, so that. And if I'd have even just done that, I would have probably been like, oh yeah, this is too crisp and this is really muted and mottled. Now I am a little curious. But see, I think if like Colleen had said, if I stamp him a few times and then have a strip of him, then he'll be half okay. Oh, it's 9 o'clock, you guys. I better get going. Anyways, he's okay. It's okay. I'm not thrilled. And in this case, I probably still, I don't know if it stands alone like this guy stands alone. I still am thinking that this one, still won't do with just having a little something here. Words, I feel like it needs a little something still. Hang on 1 second. I'll show you. I'll just stamp words on a chunk and lay it on here. We'll do our favorite words, just a little note since they're A already out here and B all set. So I'm just going to stamp this onto here. And then I'll just cut this off here just to show. Well, it's not bad, is it? And then if I put that onto I've just seen a twig here. Beth had an idea of having a branch extended, and I'm just thinking maybe if I use this branch from the daisy, it's actually meant to be not this, but if I have it, hang on a second and I'll let you go. I'm just wondering. I could figure out to stamp it on here. It's the, oh, maybe not. Maybe it'll be okay. It's the wrong way, basically. If I extend this down. Am I right that it looks, oh, let's see what it looks like when it's dry. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And it's getting better as it dries, like you said. Keisha, it's not black eggs and ham. Come on, maybe that is a problem. Although I don't have that with this guy. Well, maybe it is. But I just feel like there's just not enough. I can't build the scene with this guy. And I'm kind of the same here. I could stamp that just there and that might be okay. But he's just a little too mottled for me. So when he's dry, I can add some color to him because it's white craft basically. So afterwards, after he's dry, maybe I will. He's beautiful though, like without the nest. Well, yeah. Anyways, I'll add a little color. We'll see what happens in the long run. But for today, we learned some chalkboard stamping like crazy. Cute and beautiful. I'm not sure if we can add ribbon or not. I don't know that this one needs some ribbon, and I don't know. I think we'll just leave it. I don't even know if we need gems. See. Feeling? I am missing some gem choices. Hang on a second. I say. I'm gonna leave it like that for right now. I'm gonna move this guy out of the screen. He's not making me really happy, but okay. Miss Keisha, crazy pants. See what he looks like when he's dry. Hello, Anita. How are you, hon? All right, gals. Yeah, if you have a white craft, I'd love to see you over the weekend playing with your white craft. Show me how you'd mat up some stuff. And like I said, hopefully you have a little refill, because if you're like me, we haven't pulled this out for a long time, and I think you'll be happiest. I only added it even to half, if you saw that. But yeah, fill in and see if you want to do like a kid's true chalkboard or a little bit more sophisticated idea. And show me your cards. Show me your ideas. I'll come back with an idea with this as a panel, and we'll go with that. All right, gals, I will let you go. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I love stamping. You encourage me to pull out my ink, paper, and stamps each night that I come on. So yeah, I'm live at 8. Most weeknights, I used to say, but Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays, and then Thursday mornings and Wednesdays we're club. So if you would like to join the club, send me a note. We'll go with that. If you are interested in lots of celebration ideas and you're like, what was some of the stuff she was talking about? What's free? What's going on? And then again, of course, joining and this beautiful glass mat bonus deals. Basically, the sooner you join, the faster you can buy stuff and still get all of your celebration stuff, but discounted twice. And we'll go with that. Last weekend, if you're keen on going with something with the sending love, we've got a card class night coming up. Oh, this is what I was looking for. I think some of these might look kind of nice on here. Again with my craziness. Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys can't see it probably, but it's kind of jazzy. Fun. Yeah, so yeah, let me know if you have questions. Touch base with me. I will see you all Monday night live at 8. Talk to you later. Have a great weekend. Stay warm. Bye-bye.